Welcome all, young and old, for another tale of the Carboot sale. I hope you guys are having a great week. I'm a couple of weeks behind on Carboot pickups now. I've got to pick up the pace on this, to be honest. I think it's because I had things like the gaming market and other commitments, doing the VR response, which has been an absolute blast. It's been hilarious watching the different ones the community have put out for this, and I've got to say I'm really surprised at some of the stuff that's come up from this. So like Sonic, Zelda, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, shocking. And I thought something like Rock Band wouldn't cause the level of controversy it's had, but it's been amazing to catch up with some of the videos going around the community. And by the by, I'm now behind in my pickups videos, so without further ado, we'll just smash in to this last bank holiday weekend and what I got from it. Now, you will have to forgive me on this because it's a week and a bit ago. Some of the car boot sales are kind of blurred into one a little bit, so I can't remember exactly what I got from what, because the Saturday and the Monday I went to the same site, which is a later car boot sale. Sunday one I got some decent bits, but we'll do our best to kind of muddle through best we can on this. Okay, so in no particular order, I think that this was one I got from the Saturday car boot. It's not a game. I will go through some stuff that isn't games, but stuff that I've just picked up to kind of sell on and make myself some money on this. So I saw this sitting on the floor, and I'll always try and pick these up if they're in good condition. And I checked it. Battery compartment's clean on this one. Asked how much you want, thinking maybe it'd say 2 or 3 quid, and he said 50p. So for 50 pence, I'm not leaving this behind. It is a Discman made by Schneider. I have no idea who they are, but built-in AM/FM radio. It's in pretty good order actually. These things are definitely worth picking up. I don't see them very often, but if I find a good one in good order, it's definitely worth picking up. And if you get something like a Sony one or one of the more, say, prestigious makes, something like that, definitely recommend picking it up. And if it's a pound or something like that, you'll easily make a bit of a profit on eBay. So that's my top tip on this one. So that's my first pickup of the day. The second one, I've kind of taken a bit of advice from TT UK on this. Not exactly, but in my own kind of personal way. This again, I think, was sitting on a stall kind of near the Discman, to be honest. And it is a VHS. It was sitting there. They wanted 25p for it. And knowing that it means quite a lot to some people, I wasn't going to leave it there to go to landfill, to go to tip, which may well happen for 25 pence. So I picked it up. It's not the original, but it is Pokemon the movie 2000 with a yellow tape. And I know so many of you come out and say you hate Pokemon now, but you know what, I don't even care. I'm going to pick that up for 25 pence because you just don't see VHS that really anymore. Most of them have been tipped or something like that. So for 25p, I just don't want to leave it behind. And as well as that, kind of following on from that, I picked up some cassette tapes. Now, where do you see cassette tapes anymore? I don't know. And these, I think, wanted 50p each. You can't find them like in charity shops anymore for 50p each. If you were to try and find them on eBay, Gumtree, you're talking about paying postage on it. CEX doesn't even stock them. So I picked some up. So I got cassette by Ash, which is, oh yeah, the yellow cassette. Nuclear Sounds, Goldfinger, Free All Angels, and Moby's Play. All, in my opinion, really decent albums. Probably not everyone's cup of tea. Like a bit of indie music though. But for 50 pence each, I actually got all of them for 2 quid, so less than 50 pence each. And I'm really happy. You just don't see them anymore. Right, trying to think what was the rest of the kind of Saturday car boot. Yeah, we'll move on to these next. Actually, we'll move on to this one next because I'm next. Went past the store, see a PS1 game sitting there, and my mantra is if you can get a PS1 game for not very much, then it's definitely worth picking up. Even if you pick it up for the case these days, you don't see the case. But this is a game I wanted. So, asking £2, paid him £1. We have Medal of Honor on PlayStation, which is Platinum version, unfortunately, but the case is in pretty good order, to be honest. It's got everything in. Manual's in there, the disc is in there. I think the disc, it's a bit scratched, but it will definitely play. It's not scratched, so it won't play. So for £1, I got that. I think I got the other Medal of Honor, I think it was Underground or something a couple of weeks ago. So these are really cool games. I really enjoyed them on the PlayStation 1. So yeah, that's my only PS1 pickup of the weekend. Boo. Next up, I don't know how I've become an original Xbox collector. I never set out to be an original Xbox collector, but I just keep seeing them there for really next to nothing. So if I'll see a game there which looks decent and is retro for next to nothing, I'm going to pick it up. So I saw a guy with a massive pile of games. It must have been about, got to put it in the camera context, let's say about 20 games high. Some of the games I kind of already had because I got a massive bundle a while ago. Some of them I thought, well, I'm not interested in. He wanted a quid each for these, but I think well, actually I got a PlayStation 2 memory card with this anyway, so I paid £5, but I got 5 games and the memory card, so I think that's pretty decent going. First up, we have Manhunt, complete with the manual. I'll always try and pick up games with manuals if I can. I didn't notice this actually until after I got it home, which is really quite annoying, but there's a little hole in the box there which is annoying, but oh well, not too fussed. Next one, Samurai Warriors. I don't know if any of these are unusual, hard to find, but I will pick them up if I see them for that price. So let me know in the comments. I have a Koei registration card so I can register my game with Koei. Oh, somebody's started filling it out already at the top there, you can't see. But yes, Samurai Warriors. That looks really cool actually. The graphics on that it's cool. It looks like it's a fighting game of sorts, but I don't know. Never heard of it before. What's this one? So Best Xbox game for E3 2005 this is. Kingdom Under Fire Heroes. Now, I've no idea what this game is like. Kind of piqued my interest from the cover, which is quite a cool selling point. Which is cool. Oh, I think a bit of the case just fell out there. Always a joy. And it has with it... Oh, unfortunately that one's scratched, but a Brucey bonus here. We have 2 months live, Xbox Live, which is valid until the 30th of June 2006. So missed it by, what, 13 years. Brilliant. But yeah, that looks a pretty decent game by all accounts. Best of E3 game, that can't be bad. Konami game. I've never seen this game at a Carboot sale, so I had to pick it up from that. It's a shooter. It is a Silent Scope complete collection. Most boring back-off case I've ever seen in my life. But didn't realise it was a Konami game. But yeah, all complete with manual. I will show you the manuals if I have them in there. If they come with any little bonus things, because I love a bit of that. And then maybe the pick of the bunch on this one. Not an exceptionally rare game, but Star Wars Battlefront. This is not the one that they made backwards compatible, I don't think, which CX got a fortune for. It's got one of those stupid stickers right over the Stormtrooper's face, but whether I can get that out or not, I don't know. But yeah, so 5 games and a PlayStation 2 memory card for £5. Decent, I'm happy with that. And then we have, as I say, I can't remember which one of these is from the Monday or the Saturday. Do you know what? We'll try and stick the bank holiday Monday and the Saturday into one because I can't differentiate between the two. I found a big box PC game sitting on the ground and I couldn't leave this one behind for 50p. I know you probably think it's a bit rubbish, but it is Flight Simulator 98. But again, big box games, if they're in decent order, I'll kind of pick them up. And for 50p, I can't bring myself to leave them behind. It physically upset me to leave them behind. Yeah, so that's that. And then probably my finds of the day. Now, PlayStation 2 games around my way, they're becoming more and more difficult to actually find. I'm really not finding very many of them, and when they do come up, they're not especially good ones. I came across one stall and it was selling PS2 games at £2 each, which if there's a rare one in there, yeah, if there's one that you really want in there, that's probably about okay. But I'll be paying sort of 50p a pound at most for these games usually. And so yeah, I saw the one that had £2 games in and had things like Simpsons, can't remember, some okay titles, but nothing outstanding. And then I walked a little bit further on and I see somebody who's got 3 for £1. So I was like, oh, I'll have a look in there. And I found an absolute gem in there. So for 3 for £1, I'll do them, kind of order them up. We've got Hitman 2, complete with manual, and these are in really, really nice condition. Doesn't look like it's been opened. It's got a little, oh yes. The most anticipated game of 2002 being Time Splitters 2. Time Splitters 2. Amazing game. Didn't realise it had so high ratings. 10, 9.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Xbox game. Obviously didn't like it very much on Xbox. But it's cool to have that. I need to pick that game up at some point actually. So yeah, that's Hitman. Hurdy-gurdy. This looks bizarre. I have to say, when this came out I saw it a few times and I thought then it looked lemon bizarre. Oh wow. So manual in there. I don't normally look at these until I actually pick them up what's inside. I kind of check the discs, but I can win one of 4 pairs of eye trek. Yes, from IDOS. Just got to send this off. I'll fill that in later and post it. Oh wait, closing date 31st of March 2002. Maybe not, we'll do that then. And a little IDOS upcoming PlayStation 2 booklet with all the wonders coming up. So yeah, Hurdy-Gurdy's in there. Project Eden, Soul Reaver 2, Thunderhawk. Oh, I might as well show you it to be fair, rather than just looking at it. Deus Ex. Has it really been that long? Eve of Extinction. Jet ski racers. Awesome. Yep. And then, dear watchers, the pick of the bunch on the weekend. This game, I think, trades in for about £18 on its own if I were to do it. And I think that's cash. But it is Mr. Mosquito. And I've never seen this one about in the wild. So 3 for £1, and if I trade it in, get that back, is amazing. Now I did notice on this one that the corner of the manual is a little bit bent up there, but I don't even care. I'm chuffed to bits to have this. Never find rare games. Another iTrek thing, and it's got a little booklet for Japanese Underground, whatever that is. God. Mad Maestro as well. So that is really, really cool and an amazing find. I never find rare games, and I don't know about you, your experiences of going around car boot sales, but this was right at the end. This is when I've been walking around about half an hour, and this car boot they let in as a late car boot, so people go in at 11, they flood the place, run around like mad things, snaffle up everything that's, you know, on show. If there's games on show, then they'll kind of just grab and run. And I think even people who get there early, sellers at the car boot, they'll go around and buy stuff as well. You know, you can't stop them doing it, but I find this like right at the end of the car boot. So this is when I've done a whole circuit of it, and I found some of my best games like that. I found a tin full of Game Boy games doing this when I was late to the car boot by about half an hour and about 20 minutes in for 50p each before this. I'm not showing this is like last year. So yeah, I don't know if people are just in so much of a rush that they miss things. Tell me your experiences. I mean, that's maybe just me. Maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe just got a better eye for things. But yeah, running around like a mad thing doesn't seem to pay off, particularly car boots when I've seen it. Either that or there's been some amazing stuff and I've just missed that completely and managed to get some other bits there. But anyway, we shall digress onto these other games. So that covers the bank holiday Monday and the Saturday, because I haven't got a clue of what I got anymore. So move on to Sunday car boot, which is the one I have to get up at the crack of dawn for. But I think I really kind of lucked out on this car boots a little bit. Now, it really was only maybe 1 or 2 sellers that I really got lucky with on this one. But I saw a lady who pulled out a DVD, and I heard somebody say that that's the Bumblebee DVD, so the new Transformers one. And I was like, geez, literally only come out on the Sky Store maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it's a Carboot sale, and it was sealed. I didn't hear how much they got it for, but I was thinking this. I had a feeling in my gut, my spidey sense was thinking like this is going to be somewhere I can pick up some bargains. And so I don't know how much that went for. She had Wreck-It Ralph, which you wanted, Wreck-It Ralph 2, which you wanted £7 for. But she did eventually pull out some games and some other decent bits and bobs. So I'll show you. I'll kind of show you in the order that things came out. So she pulled out some computer bits first of all, as in peripherals, and she laid them on the top, and I said how much do you want for them, and she said, oh, these are £2 each, and I'm both for £4. Now, I was a bit sceptical because I don't know much about these, but I had a quick look, and for £4 I was thinking, geez, I'm well in, I'd better get these. So I've got a pair of headphones, which are pretty decent actually. They're USB ones. I've tried them out and they're really, really good. These are Sades model SA903 USB headphones. So I don't know if they're game headphones, and CEX seem to list A, B and C models, and anything that differs in the price. And I asked them, you know, what's the difference between them? How do I tell which is which? And they didn't even bother to respond. So probably if I took these in, I'd get the cheapest like offer of the lot, because that's what they do. But to be honest, I think I'm going to keep these for myself, because for £2 these are really, really decent. They're much better than the pair I got the other week. They're USB though, but yeah, really, really cool. And had a gaming keyboard sitting on the ground, which I picked up, which is that. So a Trust GXT 830 keyboard. Now I haven't actually plugged this in and tried it yet, but I've got nothing to suggest that it's going to cause me any problems, other than being like every keyboard and just having probably about a ton of crumbs in it, which you can hear rattling around inside, unless that's somebody's just gone proper rage on the keyboard and wrecked it. No, it's just a bit rattly. Yeah, £2. Can't afford that. If I had to trade both those in at the cheapest price in CX, I think I'd get about £8 each for them, but I'm quite happy to keep these, to be honest, either way, because they're really decent. So I'm happy with that. And then she pulled out some DS games. Now, I haven't had DS games in a long time, but I wasn't going to leave DS games behind if they were decent. So the first one she pulled out, these were kind of sitting next to each other, and I saw them. We have, without a case, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red. I don't think that's going to focus on that. You will have to take my word for it. That's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. And Sonic Chronicles, which is a game I've been missing. I passed this up before at £1.50, and I really, really regretted it, because it just looks really quite interesting. It looks like not like a normal Sonic game. It looks like almost like a turn-based fighting game. But yeah, it's just one you don't see. So yeah, £1.50 for that, and 50p for the one inside, so £2 for those two. So really happy with that. And then a couple which I picked up purely for trade, because I think I can double my money on for. So £1.50 each. We got Ben 10 Triple Pack, which goes about the same price as the individual games. So I don't know what that's all about. I would have thought I'd get a little bit more, considering it's got 3 games in one, but no, thanks CX. And Disney's Cars, which got for £3 for the 2, and I think I can get £6 in credit for CX. So they're going in my trade pile. And then the last one, another bit of a gem. It's a person, this is my last pickup of the weekend, a person who was mainly selling cookbooks and sort of football shirts and random kind of house things like photographs and those kind of floral arrangements and motifs that say make a house a home, or I'm happy because my children are making the house dirty, kind of things like that you see around. I saw this sticking out of a box on its own, and I was like, Jesus, I'm just going to grab it and ask what it is, because people were swarming around but nobody saw it, but I caught it out of the side of my eye. And she said £2, so for £2 I got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4. Yes, y'all. Bargain. So I think that will trade in for about £14, I think I saw. So I'm really happy with that weekend. I've got a few little bits of trade yet to be decided about the headphones, but let me know what you've picked up. I'm really interested to see what the community has found, what golden nuggets you've dug up from the depths of the boot. But that's it for this week, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for tuning back in. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you did, please drop me a like and subscribe if you're not already. If you are subscribed, then you're an absolute legend, and thank you very much. Take care, YouTube, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.